Hey, good morning, everybody. This is the second live that I make on this channel, and I'm sorry about the mess in the back of my vehicle. It is a long story. I mean, it's always a mess, but it's messier this time. I thought I was gonna go and get a guy that works with me out of the snow, but he managed to get out of it. It's a good thing I didn't have to drive almost 2 hours to get him out. So, but I was ready for it. I have all the stuff that I need, like crap. Uh, I need to make a box, like for emergencies. Here in Arkansas, it doesn't snow that much, but whenever it snows, it's bad. It becomes ice. It becomes really dangerous, and it's tough. And in the states where it snows all the time, I would say it's easier to drive because it's snow. But here it gets iced up. The temperature drops down, the ice melts, and then the temperature drops down, and then it becomes ice. So it's really dangerous to drive. But today it's a really nice day. Anyway, so today I want to speak about the how to break your carnivore diet. And it might seem a very weird title. Usually people would say, "Hey, how to break your fast? How to do this?" But I think the carnivore diet is some sort of a fast or something like that. First of all, I think the carnivore diet is great, and I felt really good doing it. I did it for around 60 days. It wasn't 100% straight carnivore, but I was eating like 90% or more than 90% of my food intake was beef and eggs. And I made a previous video. I suggest you guys watch it. And it was about how I felt on the carnivore diet and things like that. Anyway, I've mentioned before that on a carnivore diet, your microbiome changes. Okay, whenever you change your diet, it doesn't have to be carnivore. Even if you were eating carbohydrates and then you remove the carbohydrates, the microbiome, which is the gut bacteria. Microbiome means the gut bacteria in your digestive tract, mostly in your big intestines, your colon. So it changes with your diet, okay? And I made some sort of a hypothesis that whenever you go carnivore, there is a specific bacteria. This has no scientific evidence or anything like that. It's just based on my own observation. I do not know if it's true. I do not know if it's wrong. But this is my hypothesis, okay? Whenever you go carnivore, for an extended period of time, your microbiome changes. The bacteria in your gut, in your digestive system changes, and there is like a certain strain of bacteria kind of like dominates your digestive system. And the bacteria that dominates your digestive system on a carnivore diet is what I call it is a very vicious bacteria, and does not like to share with other bacteria your digestive system. Okay, and why did I make this suggestion? Why did I do that? Because whenever I was on a carnivore, whenever I introduce foods that I have ate in the past, like for example a salad, I used to eat a salad just fine before, no big deal. I wouldn't have issues, but after I went carnivore, if I eat a salad, I get really bloated. And if I eat even chicken, if I eat even chicken during a carnivore diet, I don't digest it as well. I just don't feel right. Like, I hated chicken. I couldn't. All I was wanting to eat is beef and eggs. There's a few times where I ate some onions. I didn't have any issues eating some onions for some reason. But this is all I wanted to do. So it is really great for weight loss. Don't get me wrong. It is really great for weight loss because meat is very satisfying. Okay, even if you don't eat too much of it, you get full faster. And then, I said, I want to have more of a diversified microbiome. So the switch from being carnivore to going back to, regular ketogenic diet, where you include a little bit of vegetables here and there, where you eat some days chicken, some days you eat maybe seafood. It's not a easy transition. It wasn't for me. Okay, so you make the decision for yourself. If whenever you go on a carnivore diet, you might have a hard time going back to a regular ketogenic diet. I remember the first day I consumed fiber. It's kind of a high dosage of fiber in terms of what was the fiber that I consumed? Yeah, in terms of 100% cacao, chocolate, unsweetened chocolate, and I think I took even and an avocado. I felt as if I ate a brick or something like that. It was very tough the first day. And what I did is I said I'm gonna stop eating beef until my microbiome gets balanced out. Okay, I did not want it's not like I'm against beef or anything like that. I love beef, but I wanted to test it out, see what happens if I eat other stuff. So I started eating some more seafood. I started eating some more chicken. And as I said, the transition was not easy from carnivore to regular, consuming veggies. Now I'm kind of doing all right. I'm still struggling whenever I eat shrimp. So yesterday was like the third time after the carnivore experiment I eat shrimp. And I think I became a little bit allergic to shrimp. Excuse me. Before the carnivore diet, okay, I was not allergic to shrimp at all. I've never had any issues with shrimp. But after the carnivore diet, I think I became some sort of allergic to shrimp. I'm not 100% sure if it was an allergic reaction or not. But the last time, whenever I consumed shrimp, the first day I was okay. The second day I consumed shrimp, I felt, my hands were swollen, my feet was kind of tingly, and I was holding so much water in my in my hands, and I didn't know what it was. Excuse me. And again, on yesterday, I ate it for the first hour. I was feeling fine, and later on, I felt, kind of like my hands were tingling as the previous sensation that I had whenever my hands were swollen. So I was, close. It was a similar sensation. So what I'm gonna do is next time I'm still gonna consume shrimp. I didn't want to take any allergy medicine. It's just I'm weird like that because I don't want to take medicine unless I feel like I'm about to die or something. Then I'll take medicine. So I'm gonna consume it in small dosages. I've ate tuna, I'm just fine with tuna. I've ate sardines, fine with sardines. I ate a few other seafood, I'm fine with it. I still didn't, get adjusted to eating salads. I'm just dreading it. So that's what I want people to be aware of. I'm not sure if others, have switched successfully to eating back veggies. And I think that one of the reasons, people stay carnivore, after they go carnivore, they stay carnivore, okay? And there's a lot of YouTubers out there, and they talk about bad about veggies, that you don't need the veggies, you don't need the fiber. And I believe there's a lot of people who probably don't need the fiber. Maybe it's bad for them. I'm not saying fiber is essential, but personally, I find myself, kind of I digest things better when I consume more fiber. Okay, digestion was all right whenever I was doing carnivore. As long as you're getting enough electrolytes, digestion's gonna be good. I think regardless of the diet you're doing. Okay, if your electrolytes are off track and digestion might suffer, regardless of how much fiber you eat or regardless of how much fiber you don't eat. Anyway, getting back to the subject, a lot of people who go carnivore, they start talking bad about plant, and I understand exactly why is that. Because after you go carnivore for an extended period of time, and then you start eating plants, I'm not saying everybody the same way, but this is one of the things I experienced. The plants do not react in your body as they used to. They will cause you bloating. You might hurt. As I said, I was feeling as if I ate a brick. It was not a very good experience. I really thought about, no, I'm gonna stay carnivore, but I said I'm gonna push through. I'm just gonna take it easy. I wasn't eating a lot. If you want to switch, going back, you need to take it very easy, okay? Because I don't think you still have, whenever you go for an extended period of time, you do not have that gut microbes that actually digest fiber very well in your gut. So be aware of that, and I'm not saying carnivore diet is bad, and I think I might get back to it, but in a cyclical type of way. If I wanted to lose weight and restrict calories or something like that, it's the way to go, because it's very easy to eat less on a carnivore diet. It's also very easy for me to don't eat that much on a strict ketogenic diet. Whenever you remove the sweeteners out of a strict ketogenic diet, or a ketogenic diet in general, you tap into a whole nother level, right? I know a lot of people, they say, oh, this sweetener is natural, this sweetener does not cause this, the sweetener does not. I think all the fucking sweeteners are bad for you, okay? I know some of the sweeteners would not affect your blood glucose. A lot of people, they eat or they drink some Zevia or some crap, and then, oh, let me test glucose. Oh, it did not affect it. Did not affect it. But you do not know what other hormonal changes it's causing in your body. You don't have test strips for insulin. You don't have test strips for the hormone leptin. You don't have test strips for the hormone. What's the other hormone? Leptin, the ghrelin. You don't have test strips for that stuff. And so we do not really know the effect. I just know 100% whenever I consume sweeteners of any kind, they cause me to want to eat more food, okay? And not just the sweeteners, okay? Dairy kind of cause me some sort of something. As whenever I consume cheese, I want more cheese. Whenever I consume also, for example, nuts, I'll kind of want to consume more nuts. It's just I think these trigger foods have a hormonal effect beyond glucose. Another thing, speaking of nuts, I ate like mixed nuts. Was it the day before yesterday or something? Not because I'm trying to stay away from them, but I said I wanted to see how my body reacts to them after the carnivore diet. And I used to be okay with nuts. Whenever I was doing a ketogenic, regular keto diet, there was some days where I binge on some nuts. It's like, oh, you buy a bag, you start watching TV, and you start just take a handful at a time, and you put the bag away, and then you go get the bag again. So it is they are a trigger food. I only bought a small packet of them, and I really did not feel good getting them mixed nuts. So just be aware, if you go on a carnivore diet, you might not digest the stuff. I think the best way to do carnivore in a cyclical way, maybe like for 1 week, and then you introduce a little bit of the some veggies and stuff like that. But if veggies are, you feel they're always not doing you good or stuff like that, it might be good to stay carnivore. I think some people, they do really well going, full blown carnivore diet. But anyway, this video is going too long. Again, sorry about the mess in the back. And I'm almost to work. And what else? Yeah, I love these live videos. I don't have to upload them. I don't have to do anything. There's a lot of times where I record a video. I say, oh, I should upload it to YouTube. And then I say, oh no, I think I'll record another one, a better one or something like that. With live, you have no fucking choice but just to keep it there. So I really love them, and I think they get the authentic self of the person doing the live. They don't have to pretend somebody they're not. I mean, my channel is a very new channel, but sometimes I say, oh, I just started, like a few weeks ago, and I say, oh no, well, why I don't have subscribers, why I don't have views and things like that. And it's just that failure self telling you, oh, you're just not good enough and stuff like that. But I don't give a shit. I'm just gonna be myself regardless. And that's the YouTube channels that I love. I love the people who are being themselves on YouTube. I don't like the people who try to act cool and all that shit. I don't want to be the person, oh hi, how are you doing? What's going on? Good morning. It's just not me. It's not like I'm not a positive person or stuff like that. I believe I'm a positive person. It's just my person. It's not my personality to be extra excited, okay? There are some days where I'm excited more than others. That's the truth. Some days happier than others. Some days are, fucked up more than others. But anyway, please, guys, consider subscribing, liking the videos, and yeah, I started that series. I put episode 1 last time. What is it called? Keto for beginners, but it's not just for beginners. I think everybody could benefit from it. I will be uploading more videos for that series. I think that series is a very good very good for anybody at any level. I really put so much time into it, not the series itself, but the thought behind it that I'm trying to reach to others, of how to stay consistent, how to actually lose weight and keep it off. Thank you guys for listening if you have made it that far, And I really appreciate you coming to this channel, and have a great day and all the good stuff.